The only problem for myself is I'm not at all being able to say what I want to say, what I kind of mean to say, what is kind of willing to say, because I'm not at all willing to make myself that I could be going into any kind of faster than this pace for the timing now. Because if I will be going faster than this, I could be letting on everybody else to digress from this kind of like ability for myself, not being able to do what is kind of a reminiscence for myself, because I'm not at all reminiscent about the past, not at all any kind of like formulative or kind of a speculative or kind of a foreboding about this kind of like premonition about all about my kind of recent obnoxious or some kind of like diegetic some kind of delinquent future, because I'm trying to get in myself like holding about some kind of a situation that's giving me no kind of a hope about myself, because I'm trying to get in myself. I could be like speculating my scope, that would all going to get on everybody else's to make sure they could be taking some kind of control about my life, because I'm trying to get in myself like everybody outdated or kind of outdated like some kind of a emotion of kind of like doing for about this kind of self-checker myself for, because I'm not all kind of getting myself being kind of like trying to get in myself being kind of desiccated or being kind of like optimistic, pessimistic at the same time, because I'm not at all trying to get in myself like therapeutism for myself, because I'm not at all trying to get in myself like getting myself being kind of like shaky about my own mind. At the same time, I'm feeling very like not at all finite by myself, because I need to be getting myself. I could be like transgressing, maybe kind of transmuting, maybe kind of migrating from this kind of phase of minute skill to this kind of a measurement of some kind of like majority of myself, so as to get in myself. I could be going from micro to macro at the same time, because I'm not all going to say that I could be like finite for myself. I could be like more than infinite for my endeavor in my kind of a style, or maybe so that I could be like seeing myself being kind of a so by myself. I want to make sure that I could be not announcing my own kind of a self swagger for myself want, because I'm not wanting to say what is need to be having like say it by what by myself, so as to say that I could be saying some stuff, and people trying to get in myself being kind of like overly outdated for themselves, because I'm trying to get in myself. I could be getting myself being kind of like notion for myself kind of one. At the same time, I'm trying to like getting on everybody else to fall prostrate on their face whenever they will be trying to come up against me, because I could be killing on everybody else, not at all gonna keep for myself. I could be not at all killing for those who are kind of like standing by my side, because I'm not at all trying to getting them solving kind of giving any kind of perks, any kind of perjury, never could be giving them any kind of a thing apart from their own kind of life, because I'm could be having to be giving them or kind of giving them whatever needs to be done. They could be not at all being over there to make sure that they could be doing some kind of like non-gay activity in their kind of endeavor for their lifetime, because not at all willing to make sure they could be taking any kind of association for myself, just to getting everybody else to say that I could be living to kind of a focus about myself issues, because I could be having to be getting myself be kind of dismissed or disused for myself kind of one, because I haven't been lately doing any kind of thing that I could be like getting myself being kind of like leaving myself being kind of able to do some drift in the water, because I'm not all let go of myself kind of like say to make sure that I could be letting go of myself kind of one, and let on everybody else to say that I could be not at all being say what I need to be having figured out in my mind, because I'm having so that I could be getting myself being kind of completely getting myself being kind of giving myself to the situation. I won't be keeping any shackle, any kind of a thing, or any form of holding back, or any form of trying to say that I could be keeping myself being kind of a circumscribed, being getting myself like getting some this kind of like periphery of some kind of like validation or kind of validation of myself in my own kind of like what you say vicinity, to say that I won't be having to be feeling no kind of a focused about myself, so as to let go of my own kind of fears, my own kind of like formidability about myself, because I could be not at all frightful, not at all fearsome, not at all into any kind of a ways to say that I could be making no kind of a mistake about myself. What had it been so that I could be trying to do the best for myself, but still trying to not at all being able to do the best for myself with my ability to say that I could be doing the best for myself. I'm running out of my kind of a skill, my ways to make sure that I could be dealing with some kind of a deal that has to be dealt by myself, because I'm really kind of a dead driven myself style. I had it been so that I could be letting go of myself. I won't be having feeling no kind of excuse in my ways to getting everybody else to say that I could be having getting themselves being kind of choked or kind of wrapping the right, just to see them making the most out of the situation in the kind of moment, because I'm kind of like kind of a moment kind of a moment, because I'm no kind of like killing myself being any kind of a need that has to be giving me no kind of a weed, making sure that I could be taking some kind of a seed about everybody else, who has no mistake has been any being kind of a being done to myself, because I could be doing the best for myself, speculating enough long enough for a couple of timing now, a couple of days for the timing now, with a couple of months, whatever has to be the timeline. I'm not at all much more detailed about it, but I could be getting myself being kind of dedicated to some kind of a thing or some stuff that is being kind of overly trying to getting myself being outdated by my own self kind of self some word because I'm not at all being to say that myself upsurge because I could be not at all kind dreaming to say that I could be saying something that it's having to be done because I'm not at all willing to make sure that I could be having to be speculative or me emerging and producing a new word to say that way I'm feeling now because I'm not at all feeling any kind of self worthy for myself because I could be feeling any kind of feel for that I'm now feeling I need to say that I could be feeling something about my out of love in kind of waiting or kind of waiting for myself that could be having to feel like I could be saying something and to have to feel myself to say whatever we need to feel like whatever we kind of or we kind of whatever thing that make me feel like we feel to be some kind of then to not be able to do what is being kind of dealt by my situation but timing now just to making sure kind of mistake I'm not the someone I'm getting myself I have to be occupied by any kind of mistake because I prefer all this form of occupation or this occupational misconception getting myself in my hand over my head I'm not making no kind of association or no kind of like when it has been given to this kind of situation because my brain is completely being taken out of mishaps and other form of associations or other form of say other form of competition or not maybe other form of association other form of issues has been taken over my head because I'm not being able to say that I could be putting my mind or out of my head in this form of come up with any form of rap because I'm not all ready to make sure that I will make any kind of progress with my rapping ability for the timing now has been so that I had been no other kind of no other form of no other emergency to do some stuff in order to getting myself like to be getting myself my brain will be more metronome only kind of getting myself being on loop of same kind of like what is it a particular uniform we used to do about a particular subject I wouldn't be having to be worried about anything apart from that I wouldn't have been like getting myself any better at my rapping ability but this is some need that has to be getting myself being careful like say I could be not at all willing to make no progress about myself one because I'm not at all kind of like similarly driven to myself struggle because I could be letting out everybody else to say that they could be giving me no kind of attack about my back because in my chest I could be taking the kind of pen and not at all any kind of like dismissal for myself because I'm willing to let on everybody else to go about themselves kind of one themselves enough to say that I could be not at all making any mistake for myself at every barren land because I'm the fellas in my own kind of a clan because my own say is not at all being regulated or kind of a getting myself being willing to say that I could be having figuring out what else could be having myself and mocking my own ways to say that I could be saying something that has to be said by done because I'm trying to getting myself being kind of a devoted or kind of a devotee for my own self saga because I'm not kind of like say that I could be not kind of like sagging up because I could be making myself not being able to show off my pant numbers for everybody else so as to making my life much more not at all miserable for my own ways to say that I could be dealing myself or become dealing myself with any form of ways that is not at all in communication with myself because I'm not kind of a communal in my activities for the coming days because I could be getting everybody else to say that I could be talking about some shit and then shit is not going to like shit on my head and I'm willing to make sure that I could be having getting everybody else to say that they could be not at all trying getting me away from their kind of their infinite want because my infinity is not at all being said that I could be infinitely driven to some things and to be having to be feeling like will be forgetting about what has to be spoken and done because I'm not at all trying to focus about merely about the subject that is being kind of into my mind lately because I'm trying to figure about making sure I could be fick if I say fick I could be fick about some kind of a thing because I'm not thinking on it at the same time and so that could be like not at all being kind of like say I could be getting myself being kind of like some I don't know, maybe some other linguistic word that's coming in my mind, not at all that, but definitely fake would mean I could be not at all putting any kind of like, what to say, weightage on myself because I have to be getting myself being not at all being speculative about myself and before because I'm willing to make myself being cancelled for my own self say because at the same time if I would be able to cancel myself, how would I be supposed to be as supposedly or maybe tale of a tale that supposedly or sing of all the kind of all the way form of a say that I could be speculating to get myself being confident to say that I could be talking about shit to take on everybody else because I'm trying to get myself being done to say that I need to be having in my ways to say that I could be talking some shit not at all trying getting myself being overly outdated about myself one because I'm wanting myself to stay for the time being now because I'm not at all long old enough with my rapping attribute any kind of say that because I'm not at all doing the best about myself says and sometimes I'm trying to make no mistake about myself ways, because myself ways is not at all going to take myself away from everybody days, every days, every minute, every kind, says that I could be talking about. Not at all we need to make sure that I could be having, not at all we need to say that I could be making no mistake about omit these two words, omit these four levels for my entire rap seasonality of my entire rap safe force, entire rap trajectory, entire rap dictionary, that I could be like not at all being to make sure that my archive about my rap is not at all doing any best for myself, because my archivical my own, what to say, data set or my own storage of rap says is not at all doing the best, because my rap mentality or my rap vocabulary is not at all getting myself at a place where I'm supposed to be at, because I'm willing to make no mistake about myself. At the same time, I'm not at all making any mistake about myself based any moment or any kind of momentary fault, because I'm faking it at the same time, because I'm trying to getting me not at all trying to get myself over the like did it over everybody else, because I'm willing to make sure that I could be having any myself like I look alike, or maybe I not at all look alike myself like ways, because I'm not at all trying to get myself into any supernova, any form of says to like super galaxy ways, because I'm not at all Milky Way to white to say that I could be talking some raspy talk about myself, because I'm not at all saying about what being nitrogen oxide is being kind of done to myself, because I'm kind of at the same time getting myself being kind of completely cold about myself, so as to say that I could be doing the best about my rapping ability to say my words or my mentality to my rapping word that will be making any kind of like talkativeness of the spell. Let's see what is kind of hell for them.